So here's a gospel truth that I've come to accept. If you want to be successful, care more about being valuable than the success that you're superficially chasing, because the world will reward you in direct proportion to one thing, and that is the perception of value that they have for you. So the more valuable you are, the more the world will need you, and the more the world needs you, the more the world rewards you. The more the world rewards you, the more successful you will be. My name is Olem, and on this platform I help to find purpose to live a meaningful and an impactful life. So what I want to do today is help you understand one key fact about life. And of a truth, it took me quite some time to not know it, but to accept it. And that is, value precedes success. If you want to be successful, you need to have a prerequisite, and the prerequisite for success is value. You are rewarded by the world and you become successful in the world to the degree to which you are needed by the world, right? To the degree to which the world sees you to be valuable. That's why medical doctors get paid more than, those who take out your trash, right? And so if you have it in your mind as a young person, especially if you're in Africa, I want you to understand that it's good for you to be ambitious. It's okay for you to have these lofty ideals, lofty dreams. But if those ideals and dreams are going to come to realization, the mere thinking or the mere chasing of success will not get you there. You want to seek to be a person who is valuable, who is needed. All right? And your value must be needed. It's not that you should have a perception of value for yourself. You're valuable. I celebrate you. But do I need you? Do I need what you perceive to be value? So the world will reward you in direct proportion to this, not necessarily how valuable you think you are, but how valuable it perceives you to be. So for a very long time as a fashion designer, I never cared about paying attention to packaging, paying attention to all this little tiny, I'm like, what the heck? What's the point of doing this fancy packaging for? What's the point? I mean, I made a clean dress, a beautiful dress. What's the point of packaging? It turns out people care about it. Beginning to pay attention to these little details, people began to, perceive my clothes. Same clothes, nothing really changed, no any fancy whatever. Just the simple addition of the perception of value. From the scent on the clothes to the packaging, people began to perceive it more valuable, and I was able to charge more for my service, right? So here's what I'm suggesting. As an individual, you should understand that if you're going to attain the success you want, young person, please listen. It took me quite a long time to realize this. You are valuable to yourself, right? You have great self-esteem. You feel good about yourself. Great. I love you for that. But your perception of value in your eyes is not going to be the determinant factor by which the world will reward you. Like that you think you're valuable does not mean you're valuable to me, right? And this should also give you the orientation that if you're not valuable to me, then you're not entitled to a reward from me. Okay? So I'm going to place you on a state, or I'm going to have a level of regard for you to the degree to which you're valuable to me, right? Let's say, for instance, you sell baby products now, right? That's what you sell. I have no kid. So automatically, except I want to do something charitable, fine. But, for my personal consumption, I don't have a kid. So you're not valuable to me, right? So you want to understand, when you walk into rooms, you should be able to read the rooms and figure out how you can be of value to people you're trying to connect with. The reason I'm making this video is for you to actually refine yourself and get the mentality of being someone who constantly adds value wherever you go, right? Because that's what's ultimately going to lead you to the success you want. You constantly dishing out value. So you want to be able to read rooms and understand how you can be of value to the people who you're trying to connect with. I've had access to rooms that I could only once dream of, just because of but really because of my service. I've made things for people. Some people I did like just, give away stuff, right? And most of them turn to be clients because I'm actually good at what I do. So when they see it and they're like, oh, I want to do this, do something for me. I'm like, great, that's what I was looking for. And I've been able to build relationships with these people. It's been an amazing, experience, right? So here's what I'm suggesting. First thing, Three things. Number one, you need to discover something you want to develop as a value, right? Now, this could vary at different times. There was a time where I had some little media experience. So there was a man I was trying to connect with, and I saw a loophole in what he was trying to do in terms of the media space, and I could like chip in and assist with some of those things. I have little experience. I gave that free, and now we like this, right? So it could morph at different situations, but you should have, I'm wholly known as a fashion designer, right? Like I'm a fashion designer. So I'm a person of value because everybody wears clothes, right? It's easy for me to say, okay, I want to make something for you. I want to make something for you. I want to make something for you. So you want to find something, I don't, okay, I'm just going to say this the way it's coming to me. You want to find something that a great majority of the people are in need of, especially those people whose circle you want to get into. Not that, okay, you know how to take care of children, or you know how to take care of dogs, or whatever it is that you find out as a hobby and you think that's what makes you valuable. But in as much as that's good, you could keep that, but also find a way of morphing into things that people generally need, right? A great proportion of people need, right? Because it's going to get you access to many more people. Like, just think of in my situation right now. Now, I give glory to God. I've been blessed for being able to do what I do. But, everybody needs clothes, right? Everybody. And so, there's really no, like, I want to make something. It's very difficult for somebody to say, I'm good at what I do. I'll go to you. I'm saying, I want to make something for you because I intend to connect with you. And it's very difficult for somebody to be like, very difficult. So you want to be like, have such a value. Now, three things, key things. The first thing is that you need to figure out what that is going to be, right? Here's what I want you to understand. So when I started making content, I've been making content on platforms like this for like 4 years now, and inconsistent, but I've kept going. Now I've kind of been consistent over the last couple of months, right? And recently somebody just reached out to me and he told me there's something he's working on with an international organization, and he would like me to come on board. He would love. Now I'm saying this because this is a new opportunity, and it's one of the first of its kind that has opened up to me, right? Now, I don't want you to listen to this and say, good for you. Yeah. Fun fact, I was expecting it. I'm expecting this stuff like that, right? Because I want to be able to spread my wings and make more impact in different terrains. So I'm expecting stuff like that. But I say that because if I did not, now, if you go back to listening to my previous contents, shifting away from fashion now to this, which is something I also do, communicating these things and helping people find purpose to live meaningfully and impactfully, Pathfinder OLM. If you go back to my previous videos, you're going to see a great level of hula baloo, right? Terrible communication, terrible speaking skills, my inability to be articulate. You're going to find a lot of errors. Now, I want to believe that if you, let's say, go back to my first YouTube video and compare it to this one you're watching right now, you're going to notice growth. So, of a truth, this person that just reached out to me has watched my content for some time, right? Probably 2 years or something ago. Probably, I don't know. It wasn't very specific. But because I've kept at it and I've kind of grown and refined myself, he now finds me to be capable, and as such, I am valuable to what he's doing, right? Because I've kept at it to find myself. Now, this is where I'm driving at. I've grown, I've developed, I've refined myself to some degree, still working on myself, still refining, still, growing my ability to communicate these things more articulately and more precisely. But he perceives me now at this stage to be valuable to what he's doing. And guess what? It's going to come with some level of reward, for sure, right? So you want to understand that the first thing you need to do is discover the value you want to offer. The second thing is to refine it, right? There has to be a refining state. And I try to communicate these things to young people, but many times, most of us are very stubborn and we refuse to listen to these things. Now, I'm not saying this as a holy, self-righteous person. I'm just like being blunt and honest with us. Most of us are very stubborn, as I was. But listen to me, I'm still a young person. I'm 23. So experience has taught me a lot. You find something you want to do and you don't want to pay the price to refine yourself. But the thing is, everything in its crude state is unneeded, it's unwanted, it's almost revolting. Nobody wants it, nobody needs it. But when you refine it, it becomes value. The same way gold passes through furnace to become gold. The same way all these different elements pass through furnace to become diamonds. All these processes, these things go to, it's a process. There's a refinement. There's a transition from what it used to be to what it needs to be needed. Right? So that's you. When you find something valuable that you want to offer to the world, you want to make sure that you grow yourself, you groom yourself, you develop yourself to the point where you become competent at doing that, and the world finds you valuable because it needs what you're doing. Right now, anybody can invite me to speak anywhere, right? Why? Because I've kind of developed myself to a point where, now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bust my bubble or anything, but it's the truth compared to how I used to speak and how I was unable to articulate these things. Hooray, now, right? Progress has been made. So you want to understand that there has to be a place of development, of refining. And as at that time, your primary objective is not to be a massive success at what you're trying to do. This is where I'm driving at, right? It's a cave. You're in the cave. You're refining yourself. So as much as possible, limit your desire for success. Limit your desire for instant reward and instant gratification. Limit your desire for what you can get. I've made a lot of free feeds for people, right? I have. Even now, I still do. There's some people I'm trying to connect with, and I just sir, take nothing. I'm just giving you, have it, right? And most times they're like, oh, okay, I love this. Do something for me. I'm like, great. Most times I don't do it with intention. I just do it with intention to try to connect, right? But most times, because I'm good at what I do, they always try to reciprocate that energy, and most of them become lifelong clients, right? So you want to refine your value to the point where it becomes needed and useful, where I need it, where it's valuable, where it's actually valuable, not that you just perceive that it's valuable. I say that because I have a junior brother of mine, and I've been telling him. Funny enough, I just hope he listens to this, right? I believe he will. I've been telling him that, he wants to do something online, kind of some stuff. He's like putting himself out there as someone who is already doing it. And I'm like, I won't hire you to do anything for me. You're not good. Fun fact, you're not good. I won't give you a dime to do anything. As at now. And he's putting himself out there as, so he does this, he does this, he does this. I'm like, if I give you a project right now, you can't handle it. I've given you before, you flopped. So you need to build yourself. You need to refine yourself. You need to actually there's an apprenticeship stage. That's the refining stage. That's why I love as a fashion designer. I was an apprentice for a year, I think, more than a year, a little over a year and a month or so. It was an apprenticeship stage. As at that stage, I wasn't making nothing from my fashion. I was working, serving my boss. Wasn't the best of apprentices at the initial stages, but then later on, I became one of the best to my boss.